Hi there, I'm George, and I'm a British age group triathlete, and also a founding brand ambassador for Airofit. 3 years ago, I took the plunge and decided that I would take up triathlon, a sport that so many have recently got into, and so many become totally addicted to. I am one of those who've become totally addicted and obsessed with triathlon. And I'm continuously looking for ways to improve my fitness, my health, and to continue bettering yesterday's performance. When I got into triathlon, I soon realized that I was struggling with my breathing. I had terrible shallow breathing. I felt that I wasn't able to take that full deep breath. I went and I had tests. I went to the doctors so many times. I had x-rays for my lungs, my ribs, and nothing would help. Like there was no fix seemingly for this shallow breathing, and I would therefore go into my training. I would be anxious to race because I would be worried that the shallow breathing would come on and I would struggle with my performance. So I did some research online, and like many, I purchased one of these devices, or some people, there's similar ones on the market. This is a Power Breathe. It has a diaphragm in the back that gets smaller and bigger, and it shows your data on a chart. It's an extremely bulky device. It's archaic, and it's definitely not up in keeping with the digital age that we're in now. And I used it for a while, and I just felt like I was getting nowhere. I didn't know how to do the exercises properly. There wasn't a real way to record the data. I couldn't see any improvements. And to be totally honest, I just binned it. I just thought, no, I'm not going to use this anymore. It's not helping me. And last year, I did some more research. I said, surely there must be a device on the market that can finally solve this problem for me. A device maybe that's up to date, that's digital, it's smart. And I stumbled across a company called Airofit. The team were in their final stages of testing, and I decided, why not reach out to them? The device wasn't available on the market yet. Why not reach out to them and ask to be a founding brand ambassador? As luck would have it, the team were looking for a brand ambassador, and I was super excited when I got the email from the team inviting me to be one of the founding brand ambassadors. And a couple of weeks later, I received this device in the post, and also access to the application that comes with it. And since then, it has totally transformed everything that I do in training, in racing, in preparation, and I finally have control over my breathing. It's interesting that for the first couple of weeks when I was using the device, I was obviously told that it would, that it could increase your performance by X percentage. And when you see these numbers, you don't actually sometimes believe them. You often just look at them and go, oh, that's like best case scenario. But in actual fact, it was a matter of days where I found that this device, but not just this device, the mentality around training and racing whilst thinking about your breathing had totally changed everything. When I was in the pool, when I was running on the track or cycling, it changed everything for the better. And just psychologically thinking about taking a deep breath, filling your lungs, holding your breath, making the most use out of that oxygen that you're inhaling was a great start for me. And then later I found that the training within the app was next level. It made me accountable. I would get reminders, and I still do get reminders on the app telling me that it's time to take a breath, it's time to focus on your breathing. And before then, I would go about every single day. I would arrive to the swimming pool, I would jump on my bike, I would start running, and I wouldn't think about my breathing. Now, before all of these sessions, I take the time to relax, to think about my breathing, and do one of the exercises programs that are so carefully designed by professionals. I know that I'm in good hands when I'm doing one of these programs, and I feel so much more accountable to taking that breath and working on my breathing. The team at Airofit have been so helpful to me. From the outset, when I reached out to them, to just recently speaking to them about other ways that maybe the application could help me, and it's definitely been a mutual relationship. The feedback loop is certainly there, and I can't wait for more people to try this device and see how much difference it really does make to their training and racing and just their overall performance. I would also say that this device isn't just for people at the top end who are looking for those marginal gains when they're racing. It's a device for everyone to think about their breathing, and although some people might say I've got perfect breathing, chances are if you've never done any breathing exercises, then probably not. And as I've said before, this device allows you to start thinking about your breathing, and the exercises and the training programs just make you think so much deeper into what it is that you're trying to do when you're taking that deep breath. So many people say, relax and take a deep breath, but what's actually happening there? That's what's important, and that's what the application linked with this device does for you. So yeah, I couldn't recommend this device more. It's so far from this device that I first bought, and I absolutely love it. It comes with me absolutely everywhere. It's in my kit bag 24/7, and it's just great to finally have a device that doesn't just help you train, it records your data, it runs through tests with you, and the team at Airofit are constantly improving the training programs. They're constantly adding new ones, and I always feel like I'm in the best hands.